kissing up on her. And I was like, hold on. Where this shit come from? What's good? What's poppin'? It's your boy, King Chris in this bitch. What's happening, everybody? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Ooh, that was awful. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to the palace. If this is your first time, make sure to hit that subscribe button right down below. If this is a returning viewer but who hasn't subscribed yet, make sure your ass subscribes. And if you are already subscribed, make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you know when I drop a video. And also make sure you guys like, make sure you guys comment, and make sure you guys share this video with everybody around you. Okay, let's get into it. So today's video, bruh, I don't know if you've seen it, but I have. This most recent episode of Euphoria, the special series, has me like, damn, was I interrupting a deep conversation or what? And low-key, Ali read the hell out of me, and I was like, you ain't gotta do that, Ali. I don't even know you, but you gonna read me like this? Okay. So today I want to do my little review of this most recent episode that dropped on HBOMAX. If you have not seen the episode and you're a Euphoria fan, please make sure that you guys watch the episode so you know exactly what I'm referring to. So this most recent episode is basically a special episode in between season 1 and 2 that shows Rue, you know, in a diner talking to Ali about all the events that have occurred between her and Jules, what's going on in her head, her relapse, all that kind of stuff. So real quick, I'm gonna give you like a understanding of what happened in the first couple minutes of the episode. When we first get into the episode, we see Jules, you know, naked, well, from the top, you know, shirtless, in the bed, you know, chilling, laying down, and here come Rue kissing up on her, and I was like, hold on. Where this shit come from? I was thinking about something. Did I miss the episode? Did they not show this in season 1? Because I'm like, when did we start seeing these two all lovey-dovey like this? Like last time I checked, Jules' old bitch ass left Rue at the train station. So I'm like, excuse me, where did this come from? But we see basically Rue and Jules, you know, they basically like an actual couple in this room. And you know, Jules is getting ready for her presentation, I guess at like a fashion school that she attends. And Rue is helping her. And so, you know, they doing what they doing. Jules dips, goes to school and whatever. Rue is still in the room. So here go Rue, as usual, finding drugs somewhere. She goes and she looks underneath her bed and she has a hidden stash of pills. And so she goes in the bathroom, she starts, you know, mashing up the pills, snorts it, and then we transition to what is actually happened, which is Rue was in a diner restroom snorting pills because she relapsed and she's having a conversation with Ali. So Ali, I love Ali because he on bullshit and he know what the fuck going on. Ali was looking at Rue and he was just listening to her. He was like, bro, you high. Don't play with me. And Rue's like, I'm not high. He like, bitch, yes you is. You know you high. Don't play. I've been did drugs. I'm older than you. I've done drugs a whole lifetime. Come on, bro. Like, I know high when I see high. And Rue was high. So basically, within the conversation that goes on between Ali and Rue basically discusses everything from her relapse to her feelings about Jules to, you know, her own complications with herself. And I think this episode was so important to really help us understand Rue's thinking and her emotions on a much deeper scale. Now I saw people online complain and talk about, where the glitter? Where the costumes? Bitch, this ain't season 2. This is a special episode where we get to understand Rue better. You ungrateful bitches, if you don't want to watch, don't watch. And stop complaining. Y'all, I hate people who complain all the damn time. Like, damn, we can't give y'all nothing. Y'all can't just be happy that we got a damn episode after all this. So anyway, I ain't gonna care. I was kind of confused as to why we was in this diner for so long. I was thinking to myself, is this it? We gonna be here all night? But at the same time, it's a very good episode because one thing that Ali really was trying to help Rue understand was that she's not a fucked up person. She's not a piece of shit, because Rue looks at herself as though she's just this awful individual. She's a piece of shit. She's a horrible human being. And Ali is like, no, you're not. Now, because you have divulged and, you know, have got involved with drugs, yes, that has, you know, basically influenced you to do some messed up things. But you as an individual, you're not messed up. And one thing Rue just was unable to wrap her head around was the simple fact, like, you know, how can you say that, like, I'm a bad person? And Ali is just like, no, you're not. You know, people go around thinking that they're just bad people, and that gives them like an excuse to continue to do bad things. And I was like, yes, you better read, Ali. You better say that, because that's so true. There's so many people out here who just go around saying, yeah, I'm a fucked up person and I do fucked up things, and they just go about their day like, you know, it's okay to just do messed up things. And Ali is like, no. You know, yes, you might do messed up things at times based on whatever the reason is, but that doesn't necessarily equate to you being an awful human being all around. And Rue, I really feel as though she needs to understand that, because it's like, you did bad things, but that doesn't make you a bad person. Just like a bad person could do good things, doesn't make them a good person. It doesn't. A few bad situations is not who you are as an entire individual. And so, you know, Rue was just basically trying to understand that, and we had a better understanding as to where her frustration is when it comes to a higher power. Ali asked Rue, you know, basically about her beliefs in something greater than herself. Rue over here talking about a damn truck and some damn music has so much more power than she does. I was like, really, bitch? You know damn well that ain't what he talking about. And she basically came to the conclusion in saying, like, she doesn't believe in God. And Ali was basically like, you know, you have to believe in something greater than yourself, because we can't, as human beings, we can't just believe in like music or believe in like, you know, a truck, as Rue has mentioned earlier. There has to be something greater that you believe in that helps you move forward. And so learning about Ali in this whole exchange, you know, he's a Muslim. He converted to Islam, and his real name isn't even Ali, it's Martin. I'm like, Martin? Nigga, who that? So, you know, we understand Ali's perspective a bit more, and his, you know, background and history when it comes to drugs and addiction. And when we heard about Ali's, you know, childhood, where he was basically beaten, well, he watched his father beat on his wife, on, you know, his mom. It was like, wow, you know, Ali has been through some things. And Ali told himself that he would never, you know, do that himself to his own family. But come to find out, Ali actually was doing the same thing his father once did to his own wife. And that said a lot to me, because it's like, a lot of times we grow up, we see certain things that happen in our family, and we say like, oh, I'm never going to do that, I'm never going to do that. And then subconsciously and unconsciously, we end up doing those same things in our own families or in our own relationships and, you know, our friendships. And so the thing is, I think it's very important that we talk about generational habits and generational curses, and how you have to really see what habits and curses are upon your family members and upon, you know, your family tree. And you really got to say, okay, I'm going to stop this. And you got to do the work. That's the thing. You can't just say, I'm going to end this. You have to actually do the work in order to figure out how you're going to stop this generational, you know, bad habit or curse. So I think that was really important to talk about when, you know, we was discussing Ali's background and how he basically started getting addicted to drugs and things like that. And then to hear about, you know, Ali's daughters and how they basically don't have the best relationship with him. It was like, wow, you know, Ali, I see you, bro. Like, I really do see you. Like, it was just incredible to really have more depth to Ali's character. But I kind of want to touch on Rue and Jules. So Rue basically mentioned how her and Jules had a relationship. Now, mind you, I don't know if y'all remember, Rue and Jules wasn't together. So when Rue said that, I was like, bitch, what relationship? What are you talking about? Like, y'all wasn't girlfriend. Did I miss the episode? Like, did I not see that scene? Like, was that a deleted scene where y'all were like an actual couple? Like, I'm confused. So Ali had to basically explain to her. He was like, well, did y'all discuss that y'all were in a relationship? And she was like, no, that's weird. Why would we do that? And he's like, well, that's what adults do. That's what people do when they want to be in relationships. And I said, yes, Ali, you better say that, because just like Rue, there are so many people out here who think they're in relationships and you're not. Like, at all. Because you didn't have that discussion. You didn't have that conversation. A lot of these people out here, they're like, yeah, that's my man, that's my girl, that's my whatever it is. And it's like, no, they not. They are a free agent. They are single as a Pringle, because y'all never had that discussion. And you can't think that they on the same page with you, because they might be, you know, thinking they over here, well, I mean, they are single, and you think y'all in a relationship. And it's like miscommunication. And I think that was great for Ali to like really help Rue see like, hey, bruh, that wasn't a relationship. And to me, I honestly say like Rue and Jules, all they had was a toxic emotional connection. That is it. And it hurt me to hear Rue, you know, talk about Jules the way that she was talking about. She was saying how Jules was selfish and it was Jules' fault for all of these things, and it was Jules' fault for her relapse. And in one hand, I understand Rue and her frustration, but on the other hand, I'm like, Rue, you can't put all the blame on Jules. It's not all Jules' fault. Like, you were the one who got clean solely just for Jules. That's not healthy. You were the one who relapsed. Now, Jules leaving you might have influenced the relapse, but it's not Jules' fault. And I hate when people try to make it someone else's fault for their actions. It's like, no. That person did what they did, yes, and it might have influenced you to partake in certain actions, but at the end of the day, those were your actions that you chose to, you know, do. So the blame's on you on that one. So I am really glad that, you know, we got to understand Rue and her feelings towards, you know, what happened with Jules. Because I don't know about y'all, but I think Jules ain't shit. I'm just gonna say it. I'm putting it out there. I mean, Jules ain't shit solely because she did that to Rue. And it's like, how are you gonna call that person your best friend? How are you gonna say that person, you know, you love them and stuff, but you can see that they were not in their right mind, they were upset, and you just leave them. Like, that to me, that's trash. That's awful. Could not be me. So anyway, Jules ain't shit. And I'm gonna say that for like, until Jules redeems herself, I'm gonna keep saying that. But you know, it was really interesting to see like Rue in this state of vulnerability. I don't think we've really seen Rue as vulnerable with any other character as we have, other than maybe Jules, as we have with Ali. Like with Ali, she was basically straightforward. Well, not straightforward, but she was opening up. And the thing with Ali, he was like perfect, because he's like, I'm not going to bullshit you, and you're not finna waste my time here. And I love that about Ali, because like, I feel as though everybody needs somebody like that in their life, where they can be honest with them, and that person is not going to give them no bullshit answer, is going to sugarcoat it. They're going to tell you, look, this is what it is, and this is what it's going to be. Point blank period. You need honest people. And Ali, I love that, you know, he's her sponsor, because like, that's a real ass man. That's somebody who has gone through what she's gone through in many ways, and then some, and who can see where it is that she is at, and who can also speak into her life and say, look, I understand you, I got you, and I'm not about to, you know, I'm not about to judge you. And I think that's beautiful. I personally want to see where this, you know, where this relationship moves forward within the next season. But what scared me so much was Rue's, her resolve. I don't even know if it's the right word, but she came to the point where she was like, she's not going to be on this earth that much longer. And that really hurt my heart, because you can see how much pain Rue is in. And I've been there before. I've totally been there, where I was Like, I don't want to be on this earth anymore. I've been there a couple times myself, but I got through it in my own ways. And to hear Rue say that, it's just like, dang, bro, like, she really is in pain. And she's in pain because she said it herself, all these people making promises to her, but nobody can, you know, keep it. And I understand that. I see myself in Rue in so many ways. Like, I understand all these people are telling you that they love you and that they promise this and that, but they just keep ending on hurting you. And it's like, how can I trust people? How can I, you know, give my all to somebody if all I'm used to is broken promises and being hurt? Like, even when it comes to her dad, her frustration with her dad dying, she's like, how is it that every time somebody survives something, that means they were left on this earth for a reason? Why is it that this person survived this and they have a reason to stay on earth, and my dad, he died, and what does that mean? He didn't have a reason to live? And you know, that's real. Like, a lot of times we wonder, like, well, why did this person die? Why did this thing happen to this person? Or why did this thing happen to me? Because people say it all the time, everything happens for a reason. But when you don't have a clear understanding of what that reason is, you're left wondering. And that's where Rue is. She's frustrated with, you know, God, in a sense, because it's like, how could God take away my dad? She's like, the reason my dad was on this earth was to help raise me and my sister. So how could God just take that away from us? So with that being said, you know, this entire episode was so good because it really dives into so many aspects of life and people's emotions. It talks about you know, religion. It talks about spirituality. It talks about, you know, how addiction is more so a disease rather than people being selfish. And I love how Ali, you know, went into detail about that, because I feel as though a lot of people look at addicts as though they're just these selfish people. They're just awful for wanting to, you know, do drugs. And it's like, you guys don't understand how bad an addiction can be. You know, addiction, like Ali said, is a disease, and in order to get past the disease, you have to, you know, have the right medicine. You have to have the right tools and resources. And if you don't, you're gonna keep going through that disease, and eventually you might die or just be in a real fucked up place, more fucked up place. So the thing is, you know, I love the fact that they talk about addiction as a disease, because at the end of the day, diseases, you can get past that. You can heal from a disease. You can get better from a disease. It just takes time. And I think, you know, when Ali was telling Rue that, basically telling Rue that, you know, in order for you to get better, you have to stay away from like romantic relationships, because that's only going to get in the way of your healing process, of your growth, of your sobriety. And I'm like, yes, nigga, tell that bitch, tell her, don't fuck with Jules no more. Don't mess with Jules no more. Just don't, because a lot of times I feel as though people get into these, whether they're romantic or sexual, you know, relationships, in order to feel something, and they're not doing the proper work to actually heal from whatever issues that they have going on within inside themselves. And when you do things like that, where you're distracting yourself from what's really going on within inside yourself, not only are you hindering your own healing process and your own growth, you're unintentionally and unconsciously and subconsciously hurting the people around you, because you're not well within yourself. So in order for Rue to really get to a place where she is better, you know, emotionally and mentally, she gonna have to take some time away from, you know, Miss Jules. She gonna have to keep away from that one. Now, you know, they need drama for season 2, so they probably gonna bring that bitch back into Rue's life. I'm sorry to call Jules a bitch, but I just don't like Jules. I'm not with Jules. Like, I just can't. You left my girl at the train station. Like, that's fucked up. I can't. But other than that, you know, this episode was really good. It was really beautiful. I enjoyed everything about it. The camera work. I mean, it's freaking Euphoria. Like, you know, it's about to be good as hell. And I love the fact that they put my baby Zendaya. They put her title, Emmy Award winning actress. That's what I'm talking about. That's my baby right there. That's my girl right there, man. I'm so proud of her. But yeah, this episode was interesting. It was really good. If you watch it, you know, I'll say this, it's kind of like a podcast, so it's like you really don't have to like visually look at it, but you definitely should listen to it. You definitely should, you know, tune in to what is being stated, because Ali just dropping facts after facts after facts, and I'm like, damn nigga, you just like giving us all, you know, a read. And he was reading the hell out of Rue. He was low-key reading me too. I was like, hold the fuck up. Who are you to tell me about myself? I don't know you. But the thing is, you know, the episode was really good. I want to know your thoughts on the episode, and I want to know what your thoughts are when it comes to the next special episode. I think the next episode is going to be, you know, focuses on Jules. What is it that you want to see when it comes to Jules? And what is it that you personally want to see in season 2 of Euphoria? Let me know, because I'm curious. I know for me, if they do bring in another romantic interest for Rue, please let it be somebody healthy. Because I do not want to see Rue and Jules again. I am sorry, but Rules is not it at all. Not it. And I would love to focus more on Lexi, because that's a real ass friend. Lexi like one of the realest, you know, people up in the damn show. Her and Fizz, they some real people. So I want to see more of them. But yeah, that's all I had to say for this video. Just my little critique, my little synopsis of, you know, this most recent special episode, part 1, Rue of Euphoria. If you like this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you have a comment, make sure to comment that shit down below. And also make sure to share this video with your friends, with your peers, with anybody who loves Euphoria. And also, you guys, I just want to say, make sure you love, make sure you live, make sure you laugh, and I'm out there, bitch. I love Euphoria. Peace.